Full throttle!
Sorry.
But why? Black floaters look really cool.
May I ask whether you've had some bad luck lately?
Well, yeah, sorta.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Night Wind.
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet?
Yeah, that's exactly how I've been feeling.
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming floaters. I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like.
You'd really do that?
You got it. Well, hello there! If it isn't the Traveler in Paimon.
It's been a while, Mulani. Was all that stuff you were saying just now really true?
Of course. I know a friend who nearly drowned once, but because she was wearing blue floaters, a group of Kaholosaurs came to the rescue and brought her back to shore.
Whoa.
But let's skip. Come on, don't be strangers now.
No, we actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person. So, where do you want to go?
We want to visit the mysterious island from the legend.
A trip to the mysterious island. Oh.
Do you have any concerns, Mulani?
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
Yep, your chief has already made that pretty clear. But with our adventuring experience and with you as our guide, we'll definitely be able to reach the mysterious island.
Then I'll have to explain some things to you first. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle New. And he's the best guide in the whole tribe. With a good guide to lead the way, a journey should usually be fun and pleasant. But since it's you two asking, I definitely won't refuse. It's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I officially agree to go on the journey.
Paimon thought this would be a piece of cake for you, but Paimon will feel really guilty to make a friend go through a bunch of trouble just... Mulani?
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for? Kolo just got back to the tribe.
Oh, Kolo's back.
Who's Kolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs.
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him often. Let me put up the closed sign first. Okay.
Rev the engines!
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here, have a look for yourself. As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Next time, just save the trouble and let me go alone. Indeed. No wonder he's...
I wonder how much he made this time.
Whoa, it really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him, Mula?
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets.
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach the island.
That's him, right?
Allow me to do the talking. You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I hope you'd be willing to consider.
That guy sure looks familiar. Oh, aren't those two the scholars from Sumeru who were bitten by the Kaholosaurs? They also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right?
The commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear about my rates?
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know. As long as the trip is a success.
Oh? And where is it you want to go?
The mysterious island.
Just as Paimon thought.
But first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no tourist. I wish to visit the real place.
You hear that? He wants to go to the island.
In that case, Ko'olo's the only one for the job.
Since you want to visit the real mysterious island, then I'm sure you've also heard about the requirement for our trip, right?
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together. I must reach that island, even if that means putting my life in someone else's hands.
Don't waste your words on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just a way to weed out those who do not have the skills to reach the island by themselves.
You...
You say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Ridiculous. Let's look at it the other way around. Why would I place my life in the hands of someone whose abilities are far below mine? Many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this, only to end up bogged down by their incompetent clients long before reaching the destination. How do you think I reached the mysterious island? I made it because I chose to go alone.
Well, I'm different. I'm no ordinary tourist.
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. New student, over there.
What's up with that guy's attitude?
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle New taught me that.
I know. You're just the same as him.
Mualani?
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for new,
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement was all about.
That Colo seemed to harbor some kind of grudge against you,
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh?
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more upset.
Of course not. Uncle New has also argued with Ko'olo before, but it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island. That's right. It's just that I've always seen the journey as something super important and not to be taken lightly. After telling you about all the dangers with such a serious face...
Actually, Paimon did think about taking our invite back.
No, please don't do that. Actually, that is also a part of what Uncle New taught me as a guide. If you want a chance of reaching the destination together, you must first reach a consensus on the amount of effort that will be required. I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. So, as Uncle New's student, I've always wanted to complete the trip to prove his skills.
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? With the help of the renowned traveler and his trusty companion.
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start preparing right away.
Oh, it's that scholar guy.
Scholar guy? My name is Varamdra. Please use it.
I didn't expect to see you again, Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, and it's that lady, too.
Excuse me, Miss Guide. Since we've been referred to you...
I'm Mualani. Just call me by my name. As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. We've only just met, and I'm not sure you're cut out for this trip.
Oh...
I admit that after coming to Natlan, I've encountered many things outside of my field of expertise. We'll set off with you as ordinary travel companions, and I'll pay you the usual commission fees. In other words, you needn't shoulder the responsibility of being our guide. And even if something were to happen to us, your reputation as a guide won't be tarnished as a result.
If you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to such a careless deal.
So you still refuse? Fine. Kariel, put the more for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please.
Now he wants to go alone?
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide.
I'm so sorry for the trouble.
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, how about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument near the tribe's southeastern slope.
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from strangers into friends.
That's your plan?
Wonderful. On behalf of both...
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up with a plan like that.
We need to get started on our preparation. Laffa.
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowfath.
I know. It's just that Laffa sounds so much cuter.
Well, since you're the customer here,
I need a camping tent with all the accessories.
Another commission, huh?
How much are we talking?
Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
Ahem. Let's make this clear, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, no. We're traveling as close friends who trust each other with anything.
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment. We're ready, Laffa.
Your total is 200,000 mora.
Isn't that still a lot for you, Mualani?
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can either sleep out in the open, tired and weary.
You call that a week's worth of pocket money?
That's not important. We still need to buy some equipment from another store.
Try and stop me!
Afternoon, Uncle On. Because you're still young, Uncle On.
All right. What are you looking for?
A record player. Specifically,
Oh, that model is pretty rare indeed. Just don't break it, okay?
thanks, Uncle On.
A record player? Does that mean we need to buy some records too?
Yep, and that's our next stop. Hey, Paka Paka!
Mualani?
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did, but
Uh-huh. That's a pretty rare record.
maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind to release a record.
Whoa. Then we could produce some really wild tunes.
Nice. That's the record also accounted for.
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind for some advice once, and apparently, playing this song at night is an effective way to keep travelers safe and sound.
Is that really a thing?
You know how it goes, Mualani. 20,000 mora for this record.
Deal.
Looks like Mualani really is rich.
That should be about everything we need to buy. Next,
What's wrong, Mualani?
Next, I need to find my teacher. Besides the legend left by the first chief, it's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. The chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the tribe, which brings us to today.
Whoa. Hearing that is also making Paimon feel a little nervous.
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow makes me feel a lot better.
That's right! Let's...
Rev the engines!
Afternoon, Uncle Noob.
A surprise.
You saw right through me, as always.
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? It's just that my feelings are a little complicated now.
Do you think that I'm still not ready yet?
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation. After all, the journey to the mysterious island is no easy feat for any guide of the people of the springs.
Don't worry. With our help...
Yeah. This time I'll definitely be able to prove that.
Don't misunderstand. Our mission as guides has never been to prove anything.
I understand, Uncle.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman. Take good care of it.
Was this made with spinel fruit?
Right. Which is precisely why it's so effective.
You really know me best. All right. Traveler and Paimon, tomorrow we'll set off.
Yay! Paimon can't wait for another adventure! now. Let's head to the spot Mualani mentioned.
Traveler, Paimon! Over here!
You're here, Mualani!
Good morning, you two.
Morning!
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a child before the start of our journey.
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know...
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide.
Yay!
First, do you all see the statue here?
Uh-huh. Is it an important clue?
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from the mysterious island. The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our...
Is there any theoretical basis to support that claim?
A theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's an essential step before heading to the mysterious island. Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable about.
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis, I won't be able to include it in my thesis.
Come on, everyone. Greetings to my ancestors. As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a great adventure!
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the first clue.
Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
At a place where many gather. Like a party.
Huh?
Let's try not to disrupt them.
Wow, there are a lot of Kaholasaurs here!
As expected, the first clue is related to the Kaholasaurs.
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is related to the Kaholasaurs. When the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part. So it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just finding one or two stray Kaholasaurs.
You're a real pro at this.
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholasaurs...
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the Springs would know. It's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the season changes, the herd quickly disperses again. Unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan, it would be very rare to ever witness such a thing.
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away.
According to what I've deciphered from the map...
But to get there, won't we have to get through the herd of Kaholasaurs?
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them. They're gathering together with their friends.
You mean we're going to have to walk through the Kaholasaur herd?
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. However, Karia has been attacked by Kaholasaurs before, so this isn't an ideal plan for her. But it shouldn't be a problem at all for me. Let's have Karia wait here, and I'll take over all the tasks that were supposed to be entrusted to her.
No worries. We don't need everyone to go. We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave that to you two.
Is that so? Then that...
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant scholar. Follow me and stay close. Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
These Kaholosaurs sure seem on guard.
Kevin, you've already used the information provided by the map to deduce that the clue is in that valley.
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the Kaholosaur. And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others' gatherings.
But on what basis?
Okay. So can we figure out another way to enter the valley?
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them.
Let Paimon think. Oh, is there a detour or another way around?
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholosaur herd.
This is tricky.
Karya, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between Varamdra and the others.
Me? All right. When Varamdra decided to look for leads on the Kaholosaurs, I discovered something very interesting. We thought that the Kaholosaurs relied on their hearing to track their prey, but I'm not sure how useful that information is.
Oh. Oh, that was actually very useful, Miss.
You can just call me Karya.
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage. Found it!
What's this?
The key to making our way through the... If the Kaholosaurs have a keen sense of smell, then even if we try to sneak around and stay out of sight, but this plant can help us solve that problem, because its fragrance is very similar to the scent of a Kaholosaur. We can apply the plant's extract to our bodies and...
So, we're gonna rub plant juice on ourselves?
Don't worry, it's also good for you.
Oh, Paimon feels all wet and slimy.
Perfect. Okay, let's try to make our way through again. Be sure to stay out of sight. What's that sound? Careful! Oh, it's just a young Kaholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. How could there be so many here? We can't get through! Oh, I have an idea. Wait here. Careful! Don't startle them. We must be getting close.
Look, a bunch are gathering around that rock. What are they doing?
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about something fun?
But Paimon thought guides from the people of the springs could understand Kaholosaurs.
Sounds like someone has been trying to trick you.
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock? It looks like some kind of drawing.
I've heard that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to the biological signals released by Kaholosaurs. That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me try to copy it down.
So we've passed the first stage of the journey now, right?
I see. Had we chosen to drive the Kaholosaurs off, then we never would have found this lead.
Has he always been this way, Miss Car-
He's just obsessed with his research.
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct.
Yes, I understand.
Ooh, Alani really knows how to lead our group.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next
Hard to tell. Paimon certainly doesn't have any idea what it's trying to get at.
Aha! I got it. Though the lines are kinda rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the water and the land at Jadeskirt Knoll. Find our next destination.
Really? You got all that just from some rough lines?
Well, intuition is also a part of it. All right, break time is over. Let's go.
Full throttle!
Okay, this is the place.
So, where do we go next?
I'm not completely sure yet.
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something to say again.
If you have any suggestions, then please feel free to share.
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is a spirit way.
That is a possibility.
According to my theory, speaking of which, the spirit doors your tribe uses may have been built imitating the dragon ones.
Oh, I remember now.
After learning about the legend, even though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, firstly, it's at an intersection between water and land. And secondly, there should be a high concentration of phlogiston. Therefore, the area must contain many potential spirit ways.
Oh, amazing.
Now everyone's contributing to the team.
You flatter me.
All right. Then let's start searching for the dragon's spirit door.
That's just a quick and easy name. I will be...
Then let's start searching for the phlogiston node.
If I'm not mistaken... Look that way!
Whoa, it started glowing!
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. But according to the map, there should be 2 more phlogiston nodes.
Paimon sees it! Oh, but it's way up high. We'll need to find a way up there.
Light it up! Shine down! Try and stop me! Burn it down!
We finally found all of them.
Great work, everyone. Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing.
Is there something wrong?
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. But this one requires someone to stay and keep operating it here. Also, according to the map, we need to activate the mechanism and switch between different phlogiston nodes to change the path of the spirit way. If we don't operate the nodes properly, then the people on the spirit way will come tumbling from the sky.
Isn't that super dangerous?
In theory, the process should be very safe.
Do you think you'd be able to operate it?
Though I've never tried before, I've read a lot of information and theoretically should be able to properly control it. But in theory, this shouldn't happen.
If Varamdra can control it, then that also rules out me.
Okay, well, how about you?
After all the adventures he's been on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
All right. Then it'll be up to the Traveler to stay here and operate the phlogiston node. I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes. Just make sure you quickly head to the corresponding node, and we should make it safely.
Wait, but handling it this way sounds even more dangerous.
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water.
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast!
Do you still remember the promise we made before we left? Only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two are willing to trust me...
Alrighty. Please be careful.
Now switch to the spirit way on the right! Please, activate the next node!
Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. We did it, Mualani!
Carving waves! The path ends up ahead. Switch to the next spirit way. Traveler, get to the next node!
Got it! Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. Mualani, we've taken care of the final node. Please be careful.
That was perfect.
You were amazing, Mualani! There were a couple of moments Paimon thought it was over.
I'm confident I could do it all over again.
Oh no, you're right!
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to automatically recharge.
In that case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our chance.
Do you hear that?
The weather's getting gloomy, and a bunch of whirlpools just appeared in the water!
Yes, we need to get to higher ground and take a look. Hey, look up!
Whoa! There's a giant whirlpool over there!
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Huh? What do you mean?
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility.
No way.
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guide of the people of the Springs, I'm sure you understand the danger of such a vortex even better than we do.
Yes, I know. But whether it's the information deciphered from the map, or everything points to the path ahead being hidden in that whirlpool.
And what if you're wrong?
Varamdra.
I'm not trying to be unreasonable. The spirit waves must have affected the nearby bodies of water and lowered the water level. At this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface and see the light of day again. So, our goal should be the shallow waters.
He does seem to have a point.
I can't find any evidence to refute your claim for the moment, but...
Then it seems like it's time for our collaboration to come to an end.
But didn't we all agree?
I have reached this conclusion based on my field of expertise, and I cannot deny it.
No, I refuse.
You!
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle of a journey will result in the worst luck possible.
Then we can implement the plan I proposed at the very beginning.
Oh, but you can't do that once you've traveled together as a group. How about this? You and Kari, I know you like to explain everything with theories and luck.
Well...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get going.
Whoa. The massive whirlpool is up ahead.
Do you also think that this is a reckless decision?
Well...
It's okay. That's completely normal. This is just how it is to be a guide. This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But although if the scholars still choose to reject my plan, the same goes for the two of you. The good news is that I know the way back to the tribe very well.
Muhalani?
Traveler.
That's right. You've trusted us before, Besides, it's gonna take more than a whirlpool to scare the two of us.
Aw, Paimon.
All right. Let's investigate this whirlpool and see if we can gather any info to convince that scholar. Matters of luck aside,
I know, it's just that we can't see much from here.
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon, or does the whirlpool seem to be getting smaller?
You're right. Maybe it's...
That means we need to hurry.
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
Karya? What are you doing here?
I tried to persuade him, but Varamdra insisted on verifying his theory first. He said that the water to the south was about to be shallow enough to wade through. I'm not much of a swimmer, so I...
Oh, why did this have to happen now?
No time to hesitate. I'll get in the water and rescue him. Just tell me which way he went, Carving waves!
Help!
That way? He's been pulled away by the current! Not here either. The current is too fast! We found him!
Oh, there they are!
Varamdra, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
Didn't I tell you to wait for me?
Judging by the changes in the water's surface, it's just... I didn't expect my calculations to be wrong.
Right, who knows if we can make it back in time now?
Seems we missed our chance.
Why would you give up on such an opportunity to come rescue?
How can you say that? It's already bad enough that you had to be left behind.
I'm really sorry.
Don't feel guilty, Karya. The only problem is that we still don't know exactly when we'll be able to do that. It's already getting...
Now that you mention it, Paimon is feeling a little hungry. Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very sensitive. possible?
We have plenty of tasty things to eat.
Is this the spot? Let Paimon and the Traveler help set up the tent.
Go ahead. I'll take care of the fire. What do you think? This is a specialty dish I learned to make that's perfect for...
It really hits the spot.
Karia helped out quite a bit, so she deserves some credit too.
No. I'm just happy I was able to help out.
What was that sound?
Don't worry. Remember the record player I bought? Let me go turn it on. Listen. Not bad, right?
Wow, so it really works!
My parents told me that most of the valuable experience from our ancestors is hidden in various customs.
Yes.
In a sense, this trip to the mysterious island is also a custom left behind.
Yeah, Paimon would like to know too!
Even though I've heard my parents tell stories since I was little, it's said that he was the first person to make a map of Natlan.
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah. There isn't a place in Natlan that he didn't visit. Even now, no one has even come close to his reputation and status as a guide. But oddly enough, after returning from the mysterious island, he laid aside his yearning for adventure and chose to settle down. It really makes me wonder what the journey meant to him. How about this? Before we rest for the night, let's have a bonfire party.
If we're going to go plunging into that whirlpool tomorrow, then
Now's not the time to be a party pooper.
Yeah, she's...
All right. So what do the rules stipulate for a bonfire party?
Rules? A bonfire doesn't have any rules.
Okay, sounds fun enough.
So, for the...
Oh, we were just talking about this.
Let's hear everyone's ideas.
Paimon can go first. Most importantly, it's about making the trip together with your companion.
Yes, I can't agree more. You sure are taking your time thinking about it. Oh, I get it. You must have passed through many nations before making it to Natlan. It's quite possible that your experience traveling is more than what I have as a guide. Why don't I circle back to you later? Next, let's hear...
Me?
That doesn't matter.
All right. If I had to say what the meaning of a journey is before you reach the destination...
Yeah, I get it.
Paimon...
I hope that didn't sound too silly.
All right.
All right, if you In my opinion, our goals and dreams in life are all in pursuit of what we call results. So, the greatest meaning of a journey lies in managing to find the right result.
Not sure I can...
There's nothing difficult to understand. He must have discovered enough valuable results after visiting the mysterious island. Before coming here, someone had stolen the results of one of my research projects. All that person had to do was sign his name on my achievements. Do you understand now, Miss Guide?
I sympathize with your situation.
I don't need your sympathy. What happened during the day already proved that my theories were wrong. I must make it to the mysterious island.
Was that actually supposed to be an apology?
Actually, there's a saying among the guides of the people of the Springs, because the final destination of every journey is your home. It would be disrespectful of my duties as a guide if I were just taking tourists straight to where they wanted to go. That is what I would truly call a journey.
Just as you don't agree with me.
I'm not too worried about that.
What sort of logic is that?
All right, that's it for this round.
Huh? Paimon slept so well. Oh, Lilani and the others seem to be up already. Let's go see what they're up to.
Just in time. I was about...
What the? You already caused the whirlpools to reappear again?
We're in luck. The phlogiston nodes were recharged by dawn. We were practicing all morning so they could get the hang of controlling them.
Oh, it seems after apologizing, you've already become trusted members of the team.
Is now really the time to be teasing us?
He's right. We should really hurry over to the massive whirlpool again.
Even though we had this discussion yesterday.
You bet.
Okay, then let's go.
Paimon accidentally swallowed some water.
I can't believe it.
Milani was right.
Let's see where this cave leads. Come.
Let's ride.
According to the map, we need to head downward? Okay. Don't be afraid, everyone. Jump down with me.
Is that?
It appears these caves were formed by volcanic activity.
I see. Altering the lava's flow created temporary holes, which allowed us to follow the water's current and...
Are all scholars from Sumeru like this?
But can there be an island in this kind of underground space?
It appears we haven't reached our destination yet.
There is no escape!
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humbled.
Carving waves. Ooh, what's that light?
Let's keep going. We'll be able to see more clearly up ahead. Watch your step. Follow closely, everyone. Heads up! These volcanic caves aren't very stable, so watch out for falling rocks.
What a maze. There's lava everywhere.
Let's look around together and see what we can find.
Very well.
There are plants growing here?
There's nothing unusual about that. This is spinel fruit. Wait, it is a little strange. This isn't ordinary spinel fruit. It's the same as the one on this talisman.
Isn't that the talisman your teacher gave you?
Yes. In which case, could Uncle New have been here before? I'll be sure to ask him about it once we get back.
There's so much.
The lava here doesn't look very stable.
From here, the light seems to be getting brighter.
A distant light.
Miss Guide, it seems Varamdra has also discovered something.
I've got it! I've got... Do you see that golden light in the distance? I'm positive that's the mysterious island. That's where we should go next.
Really?
I'm a scholar from the Academia Spontima Darshan. When I first heard about the legend of the mysterious island, one exaggerated description I heard was that it's an entire island that shines like gold. Under certain environmental conditions, since the ore can't be moved in time, it begins to accumulate. If I'm not mistaken, there'll be a large pool of lava up ahead, and the mysterious island will be floating on the lava.
So you mean we really found the mysterious island?
Rejoice! Even a small piece of that ore will be priceless.
Really? Then let's hurry!
Wait, Paimon. We should head back now.
What are you saying?
This map is covered with symbols and riddles. What you just said may be correct.
Are you joking? You expect me to turn back now?
But Mualani's judgment has always been...
You thought I'm after treasure?
Oh, he's acting weird again.
After my previous findings were stolen, I began a new area of research. As long as I can bring this ore back, to me this ore is the result that must be obtained. Otherwise, all those hardships along the way will be rendered completely meaningless.
As we agreed before, please trust my judgment.
Why? Are you wary of me? Now that we've confirmed that the legendary treasure really exists,
She's not that kind of person.
the result is right before my very eyes.
Oh no! He went running in! How can he do that?
Not good. We must stop him.
Is it just Paimon or is the ground shaking? What the? Where did these monsters come from?
These monsters. Looks like the lava here is becoming active again.
Miss Guide, Veromja,
He'll be trapped by the lava. We need to hurry and take care of these monsters.
Rise with the sun!
The tides beckon. There's a tear in my robe.
Burn it down!
The lava is rising!
Veromja.
Traveler, Paimon, please take care of Karya. I'll be right back.
What are you doing, Mualani?
I can use my surfboard on the lava for a short period of time.
But that's way too risky! Okay then, we'll take care... Let's ride!
The cave is becoming more and more unstable. I have to hurry. More falling rocks. Okay, watch this! Over there! Oh, looks like I'm just in time.
It's right there!
Look carefully. You can't get through the lava. You'll die if you try to make your way forward.
Why don't I give up?
Me?
You have the ability to move over the lava. If you try, maybe you can reach the island. That way, you'll have the results you need to prove yourself. And you want to know why I won't give up, but
The lava is rising!
you...
Come with me.
No!
I've brought him back. He's fortunate that he wasn't seriously...
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
You're welcome.
No, I refuse! I can...
Seriously?
Varamdra!
Whoa.
I've always believed that you're the most talented person I've ever met. I believe that even if you won't obtain any results this time, so... I won't allow my dearest senior to die here because...
Kari...
She's finally opening up.
Milani, the lava is almost here!
Don't panic. It seems like the trick that Uncle New taught me is finally going to be put to use.
Where did all these Kaholosaurs come from?
No time to explain. Just get on.
Got it, got it!
Everyone okay? Let's take a head count. We escaped danger and made it back alive.
Oh,
What's the point?
hey, don't look so depressed!
Actually, according to the map, we still have one more leg of the journey.
Oh? Then which way should we go? Wait, aren't we back where we started?
Come on, let's go to the statue.
So, what's the point of coming back here again?
Here, look! Some hidden words appeared on the statue after I...
Really? Let Paimon try!
Congratulations, Guide from the Future. You have completed a challenge that even I found ambitious. And now, I finally have the chance to tell you my story. You may have heard legends describing me as the best guide in all of Natlan. But in the beginning, I was more like a treasure hunter. I chased results, facing countless dangers to prove myself. Time after time, I ventured where others didn't dare, never failing to bring back rare treasures. My fame was second to none. And yet, I never felt satisfied. So I found a new goal, a challenge that no one had ever achieved before. The legendary Mysterious Island. Another chance to prove myself. Unfortunately, my friends who had traveled with me all this time had grown tired of my nonsense. Instead of praise, they now showered me with words of caution. Perhaps this journey was one that I had to complete alone. But luckily, they decided to once again put up with my antics. Just as before, they came up with ingenious ways to help me move forward. They never let me down, even when I had to place my life in their hands. And they always trusted my judgment, even when it took a lot of courage. In the end, just as ever, we found the result we came for. But that golden glow was baiting me towards death. It was the glow of a rare ore, but it was also the warning sign of an impending eruption. Maybe if I pressed on and put my life on the line, I could get the result I wanted. And yet, there was a chance I'd lose something even more precious. But don't worry. In the end, I made the same choice as you. Everyone was disappointed that their illustrious guide had, for once, returned empty-handed. But seeing everyone survive, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life. Perhaps the treasure I had really been searching for had been right here with me, all along. So, I decided to end my long journey and find a safe place for my hard-earned treasure. To me, this is the real mysterious island.
The hidden inscriptions disappeared!
These must have been the words the first chief left for those that would come after him.
In that case, the mysterious island from the legend is actually where the people of the springs are living now!
I remember now that the elders once told me our tribe was originally founded on a small island. Later, the coastlines changed, allowing the island to become what it is today. The journey to the mysterious island starts exactly where it ends. Yeah. I think I understand the choice he made now.
The golden glow is an indicator of when the lava will periodically erupt. The principle of vulcanite formation implies that it will only appear at the start of fierce lava activity. This means that there's zero possibility of ever bringing the ore back. Are the results I've been chasing all this time only an illusion that can be seen from far away?
Ramdra.
Our journey is not yet over. As we agreed, please come back to the people of the springs with me. Then we'll officially complete this journey.
Fine. I suppose that would also count as some kind of result.
Don't be so down.
Paimon remembers now. There's still something important we need to ask Mualani's teacher about.
Try and stop me!
Uncle Noob!
Ah, Mualani. It's good to see you again. I always knew you'd return safe and sound.
Uncle, I've completed the journey to the mysterious island. I'm here to return the talisman.
But you still have a question you wish to ask me, right?
Yes. You've been there before, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
If that's the case, then you've gone on the same journey. But why didn't you tell anyone?
Because I made a choice.
A choice?
Did you notice that the hidden inscriptions on the stone tablet disappeared as soon as you finished reading them?
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's a special paint on the statue that would change color when it comes into contact with volcanic dust. Only those who have been to that underground space will be contaminated by the dust and be able to see the hidden message. But once the dust starts to wear off, the hidden inscription will disappear again. And this is the choice that the first chief left to us. If you choose to boast about your deeds, you will receive the highest honor, but the legend of the mysterious island would be destroyed as well. If you choose to remain silent, then the mysterious island will remain a legend and continue to attract the next generation of young guides to rise to the challenge. In the end, my companions and I all chose the latter.
Oh, I get it now.
But not being able to tell anyone after accomplishing such a feat. People like Ko'olo will still look down on you. Are you really okay with that?
But have you noticed that Ko'olo, who claims to have been to the island, hasn't actually completed the trip?
What?
Right. Paimon remembers that Ko'olo said that he went to the mysterious island alone. But there...
He deliberately recommended the client to find Mualani, probably because he thought she wouldn't be able to reach the mysterious island. That way, Mualani wouldn't be able to expose him. As guides, we are not adventurers, let alone treasure hunters. But in the process, we also gain much skill and experience at overcoming danger. Many guides gradually lose sight of their true beliefs and intentions in the process. They end up becoming more like thieves who would rush to the other side of the lava lake, regardless of the consequences. This is why the first chief left behind the legend and the map. Aside from me, many other tribe members have also traveled to the mysterious island, so they've also made pacts with their companions.
You've all given up on the results.
Sir, I've given up on merely one result. Given her talent and qualifications, Mualani was well within her rights to choose the top-ranked guide Koalo as her teacher. I believe I was able to cultivate such an outstanding student and witness her completion of the legendary challenge precisely because I didn't become someone like Koalo. If instead of looking at one single journey, we look at my entire career as a guide...
Karia, I've come up with a new research topic.
You're the same as always, Varamdra.
I...
In any case, I can't give you an answer right now.
Karia!
Because you haven't prepared the proposal yet.
Ah, yes, of course.
But I've always found your proposals fascinating.
Karia, given that I have been presented with new evidence, I've come up with a very general theory. Perhaps the treasure I'm seeking has been by my side the entire time.
I understand, Varamdra.
It appears this guest has also found his answer.
It seems he's finally put two and two together.
There's nothing to worry about. It's just like Karia said.
But it seems he's still as stubborn as before.
Now, it's your turn to make the choice, Mualani.
But, Uncle Nu, I'm sure anyone who can complete the journey to the island would make the same choice, right?
Very good. Then there's nothing more I can teach you. Here, take this talisman again. You can pass it on to your student in the future.
Looks like it's also our time to say goodbye. You've taken great care of us throughout our journey.
Then remember, the next time you come to visit the people of the Springs, you know where to find friends for help.
Friends? I suppose we are theoretically friends now. Yes.
Well, that's one way to thank someone.
Then Varamdra and I will be taking our leave.
Okay, bye.
You're back already. So, as new student, did you manage to find the mysterious island?
What are you doing here all of a sudden?
Well, I found something even more precious than the island. 2 friends that I can trust with my life.
You... Seems you really learned a lot from New about how to make yourself feel better. I knew it. How could anyone ever reach the island with so many hindrances? Huh? What? Why are you all looking at me like that? The elders of the tribe also gave me that same look. New! I've already proven that I'm stronger than you. I've been to even more dangerous places and found far more precious treasures. I've even been to the mysterious island. Why do you still look at me as if my words don't bother you at all?
Koalo, even if you had never been to the island, no one would deny your abilities. But as for what we would deny about you, only you can find the answer to that.
Me?
So now, our trip to the mysterious island is officially finished, right?
Yeah, but I have one more place I want to show you.
Full throttle! Try and stop me!
This is the place. From what I've heard,
What made you think of taking a group photo?
well, We completed our trip to the mysterious island together.
You've earned the greatest honor for a guide.
Would you call it a sacrifice? After all that we've been through together, the results don't matter anymore. Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't know if you get me or not.
No, I get it.
Traveler.
So that's your answer, huh? It's a good one. Then let's make this group photo yet another part of your journey.
Yep, Paimon's
3, 2, 1. Kaholasaur!